My life right now is literally insane. Hey guys, what is up? It's Manga here and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I know it's been like over a month since I posted my last video and I am so sorry for that. I don't like taking breaks like this, but my life has legitimately been full of transition, has been so insanely crazy. More on that at the end of today's video, but you guys probably don't care about that, so let's just get right into today's video, which is my manga haul for the month of May. Honestly, May was an honest month. I think it was like 20 or so volumes, so nothing super crazy, which honestly feels good because I don't need like a massive manga haul every month. And a majority of today's haul is just keeping up on pre-orders, which is what I kind of plan to do, like, you know, going forward in the foreseeable future, just because life is expensive. So let's not delay, let's get right into it. As always, let's first touch on the pre-orders that I picked up in the month of May. So the first pickup that I got this month, and easily one of my favorites, is obviously Mashle Magic and Muscles Volume 6. I flippin' adore this series. It is, you know, I say it every single time and everyone else does. It's a beautiful combination of a complete and blatant ripoff of Harry Potter, Mob Psycho, and One Punch Man. This volume 6 in particular, I also really enjoyed because it kind of is getting into a little bit of like a tournament arc, which we all love a good tournament arc, so I'm very excited to continue to read more about that in volume 7. But volume 6 of Mashle Magic and Muscles, this series just does not miss. Okay, so the next pre-order that I got this month is Finally Can't Stop Cursing You Volume 3. This release schedule for this series is honestly kind of booty. Like, it always gets pushed back. These volumes get delayed like crazy, which is a bummer because I do really enjoy this series. I haven't read this volume yet. It is definitely high up there on the TBR. I always like to kind of keep up with my pre-orders when they come out. I try to read them within that month. Doesn't always happen. But if you like Death Note and you kind of like that vibe, you will definitely like this. Really good stuff, really good art. If you like Death Note, give this a shot. Okay, so the next pre-order this month is honestly, it's a little sad, but it's not sad because there will be more eventually, but it's just sad right now. That is Chainsaw Man Volume 11. This is the last volume of Chainsaw Man. Or at least the first part. You know why I said don't be too sad is because there is going to be a second part to this series, I believe published in a different magazine that will give the mangaka a little bit more freedom to do what they want, a little bit more creative liberties, all that sort of stuff. If you haven't read or given Chainsaw Man a shot yet, please do. Now is the time. It's only 11 volumes as well. But yeah, I highly recommend it. I thought the ending was very sad, but very good. So yeah, Chainsaw Man Volume 11. Very excited to have the first part of this series completed. Okay, the next pickup that I got this month is, I can't believe there are already this many flippin' volumes. Like, there's a point where it's like, when is there too many volumes in a series? That is Black Clover Volume 29. 29 volumes. Like, I know that isn't a lot in the grand scheme of things, but like, I love when a series is like, decently short. You know what I mean? Like, 29 volumes, that's a lot of shelf real estate that I do not have. But it's okay, and I keep picking these up because I do really enjoy Black Clover. People are funny with Black Clover. I feel like people either really hate or really love Black Clover, and there's like no in between. And the vibes of the series always changes, like every day Twitter says something new about this series. I don't know. I really enjoy it though, so I don't really care what Twitter says. I love Black Clover, good stuff, but 29 volumes? Hello? Okay, so the next pre-order that I got this month is Frieren Beyond Journey's End Volume 4. This series is like, it's just so different than anything else that I read. Like, so different, but like in a good way. It's just very kind of slower paced and kind of slice of life, but it still has really cool action scenes, really cool elements to it. I will say Volume 4 was good, but it wasn't my favorite. I think so far my favorite has been Volume 3 just because that was a little bit more action in it. But I am still really enjoying this series. It is nice every once in a while to have kind of a more laid back pace to a read. So yeah, I don't know, it's cool seeing the characters develop, grow up, kind of grow into who they are and their abilities. So it's a good series, people like it, I like it. I'm just excited to see where this goes, and hopefully the next couple volumes have a little bit more action to it. Okay, continuing on with pre-orders. Yeah, I know we have a lot. The next one that I picked up is Death Note short stories. So this was one that a lot of people were really excited for. And I was like, you know what? Am I excited for it? Yeah, but I'm not like pooping my pants excited for it, you know what I mean? This is obviously connected to the main Death Note timeline story. I think this happens after, 9 years after something happened in Death Note. I'm not going to spoil it. Regardless though, I am excited to get into this eventually. Death Note was the first manga that I picked up, so it's like, of course I'm going to get this. Like, if you have Death Note, you're probably going to pick this up. I will say though, I wish that when Viz produces or like publishes short stories or like side stories of a main series that they have, I wish that they would publish them or like produce them in a way that makes them like formatted, like they're formatted similarly to the original story, if that makes sense. Like I wish this was like either the same size as the Death Note Black editions, or it was the same size as the Viz release, like the normal like Viz standard smaller releases. Like I just wish there was uniformity. Because it's a little bit of a bummer putting this next to my Death Note Black editions, and it's shorter and it's just not, it doesn't look great on the shelf. But that's just a nitpick of mine. Haven't gotten into this yet. I'm excited to, and if you are a Death Note fan, I've heard this is really good, so I guess recommend it? I've heard it's good. I don't know. Okay, so now moving on to something that I can wholeheartedly recommend. That is Beastars Volume 18. I freaking love Beastars. Like, I am such an advocate for this series because I think it is so good and I want everyone to read it because it's just that freaking good. I always love getting one of these volumes in the mail. I always read it like the day of. I just continue to really enjoy to learn more about our characters, and also especially in this volume learning about Legoshi's and Jack's relationship and learning more about Jack as a character. Like, it's just so freaking good. This volume was great, and I also love how it looks. Like the color, hello, beautiful. But yeah, this volume was great. Definitely got more insight on some characters and learned a little bit more about the world. So yeah, Beastars is just good. I recommend it. I'm excited to see where this story continues to go, and especially how it ends. Because I hear that it's ending soon, or it already ended. Not entirely sure, but I'm excited. Okay, another pre-order that I got this month is a series that I do really love. I haven't read this volume yet, but I will very soon. That is Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Volume 2. I love this series. Like, I think this series was really the one that got me excited and wanting to learn more and look into more adventure type stories, because this is a very adventure type vibe. It reminds me a lot of Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball. It's also an older read, so it's a little bit more of a classic, which I really appreciate. This has been a really good read if you're looking for a good adventure story. I highly recommend it. This is what actually got me into Dragon Ball, and like what made me like think about Dragon Ball as even an option and something to like read. So I do really recommend this. The releases by Viz are really nice. The spine isn't my favorite, truthfully. Like, I don't love the spine, but I'm also just picky that way. Regardless though, Dragon Quest: The Adventure of Dai Volume 2, very excited to have it, and if you're looking for a good adventure read, I do recommend it. Okay, so the next manga pre-order that I got this month is, again, a series that I really love and really recommend. That is Yomushi Pedal Volume 20. Highly recommend this series. If you are looking for a good sports manga series, try it out. I really enjoy it. I think there's something so unique about this series. One, the artwork, like, just look at that cover, excuse me, like the artwork alone is so unique and so different, and it's something that I really appreciate, and I get so hyped reading this. Like, the races got me hyped, the character development is beautiful. Like, if you're looking for just a good sports manga, read Yomushi Pedal. It's about biking. I know that might be like, biking, yeah, I don't really care, I go biking with my grandma. Trust me, biking is freaking hype. I really recommend this. I will say Yen Press is kind of stupid with their publishing of this series, so some of the volumes are kind of pretty out of stock / potentially out of print, so do just be aware of that. But if you can find it for a good price, pick it up because it's bussin', I promise. Okay, next, moving on. I promise we're almost done with the pre-orders. There's so many, I know. The next pre-order that I got this month is obviously JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 Golden Wind Volume 4. Volume 4, yeah. And also, okay, first up, when I saw this release, excuse me, Giorno looks so good on the back. Like, I wish this was the cover. Like, I think if I'm remembering correctly, I think volume 5 might have this on the cover or something like, I'm not entirely sure. Regardless though, I saw this and I was like, oh. JoJo's is in my top 10. I mean, it's such a fantastic series. Every part is so unique in its own way, and they also just have their own charm. Like, I really recommend JoJo's if you haven't gotten into it already. I know it's a financial commitment, it really is. The physicals, there's a butt ton of them, and they're like 20 bucks a book, so you know, it's a commitment, I realize that. I love JoJo's. JoJo's is freaking good. Honestly though, part 2, Till I Die, Joseph, Till I Die. I love Joseph. But yeah, part 5, Golden Wind. Yeah, I'm gonna be collecting this series until I die. Like, it's gonna be forever. We're almost done with the pre-orders, I promise. So this next pre-order that I picked up, always good to have it. That is Full Metal Alchemist in the Full Metal Edition, Volume 17. Yeah, I mean, always good to have these. This is definitely my preferred way to collect this series. I really enjoy, the hardcovers. How, like, I am a sucker for hardcovers in, like, any series. Like, if there is a hardcover version of a series, I'm probably going to go for the hardcovers just because I love the quality and just all that sort of stuff. It's freaking fantastic. I will say though, we are only one more volume away from being done and having this series completely published in these Full Metal editions, which I'm so excited about because 20 bucks, I mean, it's a financial commitment like every couple months or so. But yeah, I think the last volume comes out in August, if I'm remembering correctly. Regardless though, very excited. Full Metal is my 3rd favorite, I think, anime and manga of all time, so Brotherhood anime. Regardless, I really recommend it. If you haven't given it a shot yet, what are you actually doing? Okay, so the last pre-order that I got this month is actually a new series that I'm collecting, and is one that I saw all over the internet, and I'm like, gosh dang it, I need to know. Like, I am going to discover for myself why people like it, so I decided to pick it up, give it a shot, and I get it. And that series is Colorless Volume 1. Guys, this was so freaking good. Like, I literally, like, I picked this up, like, I paged through it and I'm like, okay, you know, it does seem like something that I would kind of like, has that darker kind of vibe to it. I adored this read. It was probably one of my favorite things I've read in the month of May. I cannot encourage you guys to give this series a shot enough. It kind of has like a noir, I'm just reading it from the back, like noir punk thriller kind of vibe, where essentially the plot for this series is they live in this world stripped of color. So like something happened, like a big explosion kind of happened and all the color is like removed from the earth, so it's like colorless. Roll credits. And they're trying to like find color, and some people want to use, because there are still like remnants left of color on Earth, and some people are like using this remnants for like evil bad things, but then others are using it for good. It gives like Die Dark, Dorohedoro vibes. Like the artwork is also super well done. Like I really recommend this. If you haven't given it a shot yet and you're looking for something good, try this. Also, the release by 7 Seas. I know we don't like 7 Seas right now because they're being an idiot to their employees, but 7 Seas killed it with this physical release. Like, it's soft, it's high quality. Like, chef's kiss on this physical release. So, I really recommend this if you haven't given it a shot already. Very good. Very, very good. Okay, so those were all of the pre-orders that I did this month. I know it's a lot. I told you in the beginning it was a lot. But now we're going to transition into some other stuff that I got. I didn't get a whole lot of other things, but I did get some really good stuff. At least I think so. So the first 2 volumes that I got are from the same series that I want to like and I'm giving a shot. So that series is Blue Period Volumes 1 and 2. Blue Period has taken the community by storm, not as of recent, but like in the past when it first really came out. People love this series. And I was like, you know what, I need to know why. Like, I need to understand the hype. So I picked up volumes 1 and 2. Here are my thoughts. I've only read volume 1 so far, and I thought it was good. I don't have a whole lot of knowledge of art or anything like that. Like, I enjoy art, I enjoy making it, but I don't have like the technical language behind it. So this is like very, very informative, which is good. I enjoy that. But sometimes with these kinds of reads, it's always a little nerve-wracking for me because it's like, where's the balance of being informative but also like telling the story? So I read the first volume and I'm a little like, is this gonna be too informative for me? So volume 1, I thought it was good, but I'm a little worried. So I picked up volume 2. I haven't read volume 2 yet. I will eventually. But yeah, I'm gonna give these 2 volumes a shot, or the second volume a shot, before I decide to go further. I want to like it because I love learning more and I love, you know, just acquiring more knowledge, right? But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully volume 2 is good. I didn't not like volume 1. There was a little hesitation there. So I'll read volume 2, keep you guys posted on my Instagram, HVL Manga. So yeah, I don't know. Blue Period has potential. I just kind of need to figure it out for myself if I like it. Okay, so the next 2 volumes are actually done by the same mangaka, and recently I've been getting into this mangaka a little bit more. Creator here on YouTube and on Instagram, Blue Tempest, he recently in one of his hauls just like bought a whole bunch of this mangaka stuff, and I was like, I need to know why. I also recently have kind of been wanting to get into more of like the classic mangakas and classic stories, so I picked up 2 series by this mangaka. I've actually picked up more. I read the other 2, didn't really like them, so I returned them. If I don't like it, I'm not gonna keep it. So that mangaka is actually Tezuka. So the first series I picked up by him is actually Apollo's Song. I picked this up. This is actually a newer release. I don't know if it's a reprint or just release in general by Kodansha. Read this and actually I freaking loved this. Like, I really enjoyed this one. I've heard from a lot of people that it was actually one of his best works, which I've read some of his other stuff, and so far this has been my favorite. It's really dark and it's really like sad, and it really just makes you feel like trash. So essentially, he's getting taught the meaning of love throughout this read and just how heartbreaking it is. Like, it's sad. Like, if you want to cry, like, read this. I was like, holy shoot, I can't even imagine. Really good stuff. I really recommend this one in particular. I really enjoyed it. And then the other series that I got from him is one that Blue Tempest specifically recommended to me, because apparently this was a lot of the inspiration behind Monster by Urasawa, and we all know how much I love Monster. I don't know how to say it. Is it MW? M3? Like, I've definitely been told the correct pronunciation before, but it just didn't retain. It didn't stick. Regardless, I've heard really good things about this, and if it's the inspiration behind Monster or Monster pulls some themes from this, yeah, I'm gonna read it. I haven't read this yet. Truthfully, paging through it, it seems like something that I would really enjoy. I do just need to get into it at some point. For me to read a Tezuka work, I need to be in a very specific frame of mind, because it's not, like, it's normally pretty heavy stuff, so I can't just, like, casually pick up one of these bad boys, but I will read this soon. That is the goal. I hope that I like it. It seems really interesting, and I know that a lot of people have this in their collection, so now I've joined the party. I have it as well. So the last manga that I picked up this month is actually me getting caught up to date with a series that I had previously but sold. So I had this series previously in the past. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it, but I sold it because I was in college and needed money. And I honestly really did regret it, because I did enjoy this series. And there's been a lot of hype about this series recently, so I'm like, I'm missing out. Like, I have FOMO right now. Like, I need this series back. And I posted that on my Instagram, and then one of you guys, Mazzy Does, hello, they reached out to me and were like, dude, I'm selling, like, pretty much my entire, like, everything that I have in this series. Do you want it? And they just made me pay for shipping. So, literally, thank you so much. This means so freaking much. I'm so thankful and blessed for this. It's such a gift, so thank you. That series is Spy Family. Yep, I have Spy Family again. I sold it again, as I said, a while ago, just because I needed money, and I'm so happy to finally have this back. Mazzy Does had volumes 1 through 6, and then I just picked up volume 7 by myself. Spy Family's been the rage right now. We know, with the new anime, everyone is absolutely loving it, head over heels for this series. I haven't watched the anime yet. I do really want to, though, because it seems like something that I would really enjoy. I don't watch a whole lot of anime, but I feel like I need to make an exception for this one. But yeah, I am so excited to have Spy Family back. I really do enjoy it. The characters are so unique in their own way, and I don't know. I bought into the hype a little bit, like I was feeling a little left out, but I am really glad to have this series back. It's so good, it's so cute. Watch the anime, read the manga if you haven't. So guys, that was my manga haul for the month of May. I think again it was around 20 or so volumes, so nothing super crazy. I think respectable. You might disagree, but everything that I picked up, I'm really excited about. The pre-orders and also especially Spy Family. Thank you guys so much again. Mazzy does, thank you. That literally meant so much to me. So as I said in the beginning, I was gonna give a quick life download of what I've been up to. So here's a quick 3-point what I've been up to. One, I graduated college. I think it was like May 7th I graduated. Thank you to everyone who's like congratulated me and like said good job. Like that really meant a lot, so thank you for that. So graduated college. I also started and accepted a full-time position at a new company. Yeah, that's been great. It's been crazy. I'm working probably like 45 to 50-ish hours a week. So I'm busy. Very busy. It's like drinking from a fire hose. Anyone who starts a new job, you get it. It's been great, but it's been a learning curve for sure. And 3, this is like not really like super time consuming, but it's just fun. I got a Berserk tattoo. Here's a picture of it. Editing me put a picture here. I got this last week and I've wanted a Berserk tattoo for so long. It's literally just the title of Berserk in kanji. I believe it's kanji. So excited to have that tattoo. I wanted something from Berserk for a very, very long time, but I also wanted something a little bit more simple, a little bit more dainty, a little bit more like cute, like instead of like sword. Like I would, sword would be fun, but like I have to explain this to my family, so I went kanji route. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Life has been crazy. It's a lot of transitional stuff, a lot of adulting, a lot of just stuff. So I apologize for the lack of content over the past month. I do want to continue to produce content. I do want to continue to make videos. Like this isn't going away anytime soon. The uploads just might be a little bit more inconsistent. Again, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Just throughout everything that I do. It really means a lot. So guys, again, thank you. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.